Hello, Master Reviews here to review Captain Marvel. So I was going to do it yesterday, but, well, I'm doing it now, so I'm not going to say. So anyway, I saw the Captain Marvel is the next, it's the next movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the second last one for Phase 3. The last one will of course be Avengers Endgame, and this sort of ties into it, in a way. Just basically to show off Captain Marvel and her strengths, and what she can bring in the fight against Thanos in Avengers Endgame. So basically with this is Captain Marvel's origin story. So basically this is Carol Danvers as she was adopted by an alien race, and she trains to become a great fighter. Her mission is to eradicate their enemies, but while attempting to do that, she ends up stranded on Earth. It's there where she meets Nick Fury and tries to find out what this person that the enemies are after, because apparently the person that her enemies are after just happens to have created a device that may, well, help them out. I'm not going to say what. Now, so yeah, I'm not going to dive deep into the movie because spoilers. Now, if I am going to do spoilers, I will probably do it with Avengers Endgame and possibly some other stuff. But anyway, so with this, so what do I think of it? Honestly, I gotta say this is one of my favorite MCU movies. So honestly, I really enjoyed it. I mean, Phase 3 has probably been the best of the MCU so far. I mean, let's be honest, Phase 1, for the 6 movies there were, only half of them were really that good, which were Iron Man 1, Captain America, the First Avenger, and the Avengers. And Phase 2, it's sort of the same thing. I mean, I can really only recall that people really enjoyed Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Ant-Man. And Phase 3, pretty much all of them have been huge successes. I've heard some people say mixed things about Doctor Strange, but mostly it was a good movie, and I'm sure Ant-Man and the Wasp is also pretty good as well, even though that's been really quiet. Actually, to be honest, both Strange and the Ant-Man and the Wasp are both very quiet movies. But in the end, what do I think of it? As I said, I really enjoyed Captain Marvel. The action is amazing in this movie, and the climax is definitely got to be one of my favorites in the MCU. Close to being up there with Thor Ragnarok and Infinity War. And Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, that was also pretty good. Okay, there are a lot of great climaxes in the MCU. The acting's also really good. Brie Larson does a good job as Captain Marvel. Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. This is probably the best Nick Fury so far. I am waiting to see what he's like in Spider-Man Far From Home, but only time will tell what he's like. Jude Law's in it too, and he's pretty good. The post-credit scene is also really good too. There's a real funny one with, let's just say, there's this creature that Nick Fury takes in that, the Tesseract appears in this movie, and basically tells us how S.H.I.E.L.D. came into possession with it, and let's just say how Nick Fury was able to get it back is kind of hilarious. Sort of. And it does show off a bit of a tease of what's going to happen in Endgame. Just a bit. Now before I get on to my last, one of my other major pros, the only con I have is when Captain Marvel, of course, first arrives, she sort of just assumes that Earth knows what her organization is, and they're comfortable with everything, and she can just, there's no real issue, she's not really the fish out of water, I should say. Okay, just let me say, there's a bit of misinterpretation. And I guess you can sort of mirror this in a way I sort of mirrored it a bit to Toy Story with Buzz Lightyear's arc. Toy Story 1, that is. So yeah, I've kind of had a bit of issues with when she first meets Nick Fury, and she just goes for a bit of a misunderstanding. And the first fight scene, which is on a train, there are people watching her, and they're just sort of left stunned by everything. It does take long for Nick Fury to piece things together. Now the other major thing I just want to say is as you know, this is the first MCU movie released following Stan Lee's death, and they do a special tribute to him. Not only, this isn't the last of Stan Lee's cameos. We are going to see him in Endgame, as I stated before my Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse review. But they do a special tribute for him, and what I'm going to say is, when they do the Marvel Studios logo, instead of showing all the comic book characters and quotes and scenes of them during the movies, they just show Stan Lee's appearances in each of the movies and what he said. It's really good. And then at the end, of the intro, they go, "Thanks for everything, Stan." That's perfectly great. Stan Lee deserves so much praise for what he's done. There's probably never going to be a person like him ever again, which is sad. But we'll always be able to look on in fond memories of what he's been able to accomplish. As well, not to mention what he's been able to do with all his cameos. But anyway, in the end, I really enjoyed Captain Marvel. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10 half stars. And as I said before, the next time I review an MCU movie will be Avengers Endgame. But I've got other things I need to do first, in terms of reviews, including unfinished business. Well, As a Mass Reviews is out.